Welcome back, everybody, to the Nosebleeds podcast. I'm Chris Witt, and with me, as always, is Mr. Adam Schmidt. Adam, how are you today, sir?
Oh, I have all week long. I've been conferentious.
That's really good. I like that.
How
Uh,
are you?
well, if I was any better, you know what? I'm hanging in there,
Okay,
kind of like a hair in a biscuit.
that's what that's what hares do. And biscuits,
They're,
they
they're
hang
just
in
gonna
there.
hang in there.
Yeah.
Um, all right, so today's podcast, Adam, we are still in this weird section. Now, we do have conference tournaments this week. Love conference
Yeah.
tournaments.
Yeah.
So much fun. Um, Xavier with a big win today over Marquette. Marquette last week upset UConn. Who knows? Tomorrow could be Xavier's day to upset the number three team in the country.
Five maybe?
Five. All I know is they still had him at a number one. Oh no, they knocked him off the number one line when they lost to Marquette.
Mhm.
Um, so hey, look, top 10 team in the country. We can do this. If Marquette can do it and we can beat Marquette, dag nabbit, we don't need Trey Carroll. Let's go.
Trey Carroll played today.
Oh, did he play?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's probably why we beat Marquette.
I turned it on and I was like, oh my gosh, there he is.
I thought he was out for the
he was gone.
year.
Yeah,
I thought he was out for the year.
Um, yeah, as a matter of fact, he made a huge bucket at the end of the game. Maybe I shouldn't be telling you this if you're gonna go watch it.
Nope, you're good. I don't.
Uh,
I had bait. I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost couldn't have cared. I listened to the very beginning of it before baseball, and then went to baseball. Never thought about it once.
yeah.
Thought we almost had a kid blow his testicle out today.
Oh.
We were doing live ABs, right? So we're getting used to live.
Okay.
And old boy's at the plate. I'm working with a couple kids with infield stuff. And I got the other coaches over here, keeping track of balls and strikes and what pitches they're throwing and how many and all that. And I got all of a sudden I hear, oh my God. And this coach comes sprinting around. Charlie got it. Oh, he got it. Oh, it's bad. This is a bad one. So I'm sprinting over there. I'm like, where'd you get it? I thought he got hit in the face. I said, where'd you get it? And he points to his thigh. And I was like, oh, it's one of the best places to get hit. You're good, bro. Like, that's a meaty play. I look down there, man, my man is going to have a welt. So I told them all, they all thought that he got hit in the nads. I said, he's got a foot away from his nads, dude. but, uh, but I told them all, this is why I tell you all to wear a cup every game. And you guys are you're too cool to wear a cup. That thing blows his ding dong out, and he's running around with what we're gonna call him One Nut Charlie for the rest of the year.
Hmm.
You guys can say what you want. Parker sleeps in his Parker's like me. He forgets he has it on. He wakes up in the middle of the night and it's sitting next to him on the couch after a game. Like he'll fall asleep on the couch, wake up in the middle of the night, yank that thing out, put it down. Like, oh shoot, that's right. I got my cup and stuff. I used to do that all the time. Play a softball tournament, and we'd start at 9 a.m. And have to still be playing at like 10 p.m. I don't forgot I was in. I
Yeah.
didn't even know it was there anymore. It's the only way you'll never get used to it if you don't wear it. I got one catcher. Am I catching right now? Yeah. All right. Can I go put my cup in? Well, just put it in. Put it in when you come to practice.
Yeah.
You're gonna catch. Put it in. You should wear it in the field. You should wear it when you pitch. I get it the outfield. If you're an outfielder, maybe you don't want to wear it, but wear a cup. You're pitching. I'd have a cup in. Old boy about got
Mm.
blown up today. About got blown up. There's about four kids that are going to wear a cup the next practice.
Sure.
For sure.
I hope so.
There a couple of them, they saw something happen that they thought was tragic. Anyway, yeah. Poor Uncle Charlie.
They're gonna Uncle Charlie, they're gonna yeah, they're gonna be what was I gonna say? They're gonna be wishing they had a
They're going to be wishing they
I
had.
forget what I was gonna say there.
He blew his one out, but he still got the other, I guess.
Um excuse me. Okay. Before we got into that, what were we saying? Oh, conference tournaments. You got okay, UC's done for the year. They lost tonight and
Are they officially done? I'm just kidding.
yeah, I
I'm
mean
kidding. They're officially done.
they did sneak back into the first four out
Yes,
before
I
this
saw
game,
that
but
before that game. Yeah.
yeah.
Now it's done.
Anyway. Oh, here was gonna be my question. If they beat UConn tomorrow, I mean, Xavier has to win the conference tournament. That's their only shot of getting
The
it.
only way.
Yeah.
There's no other way.
Yeah.
Like if they make it to the finals, would they like be one of the last? No.
They
If
would
they made it to the finals,
they'd be
they might be
500.
they might be the where they say the next four out. Like
Mhm.
there's last four in, first four out, and now they're doing this like next four out.
Yeah.
They might make it there,
Yeah.
which means nothing at
Right.
all. Because
NIT.
I had to be, just get this thing over with, please. Just get it over with. Just get it over with.
There was a the Barstool UC Twitter account. As soon as that game was over tonight, what's his name? Uh, what's the coach's name?
Patino,
No,
Miller.
Miller. Um, F off Miller. I hope I never see you on the sideline again or something. I was like, jeez,
Dude,
that's
they stopped
crazy.
doing his radio show.
Did they? It
They,
used to be at the very end because
yes,
they kept doing.
I think the last three episodes they canceled. For this is what I'm told by a season ticket holder I was talked to the other day. They canceled like his last couple shows because he was just getting, they stopped announcing his name at the games when they said they're cheering for all the players and then they say Wes Miller and the whole place would boo. They stopped
That's
announcing his
terrible,
name.
man. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Even if that's fine if you don't like
You
the
know what?
guy, you don't think.
I'm better with you. I'm better with booing the coach than I am booing the players. It is what it is. I don't like any of it, but especially
Yeah.
if it's your guy. But I don't like the kids are out there to play, right? The coach if the coach hasn't been good that long, you know who but everybody who booed him, they'll all tell you the same thing. That's not who they really wish they booed. They wish that the AD was out there because he's the one who's made the last couple hires in football and in basketball
Yeah.
that have not worked out.
But can you even boo that guy? I mean,
Cunningham,
I,
that's what they are definitely. I promise you, if that Cunningham dude walked out in the middle of the floor,
sure.
they'd boo him.
I've heard it too, but like, okay, he tried to hire the right guy. It didn't work out.
But he's not. But he didn't. But he didn't, and it didn't work out. That's
Okay.
exactly right. Yeah. So they're not happy. That's the way that they.
I mean,
That's the way that they uh, show their displeasure.
wow, what an intelligent way to show your displeasure.
Boo.
Yeah. Well, we got our episode title.
I
How many O's is that?
don't know. I heard today that Rick Pitino's might be going to Providence.
No
Why would
way.
you make a lateral move and not even after one year or
It's not
something?
even a lateral, it's a
It might
backward
be a
move.
backward move.
They're the
Yeah.
number one
Doesn't
seed in the Big East. It's yeah, no. There's no chance.
yeah.
Um okay. Conference tournaments, look, whether UC, Xavier, whether they're in it or not, it doesn't matter. You're gonna get see, especially over the next in the like in a couple of days over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're gonna see a bunch of top 10 teams playing each other, top 20 teams playing each other again,
Hmm.
because those teams are going to be in the uh, at the end of the tournament, they're going to meet each other, and also some big upsets, which is exactly what you want to see in
That's
the
what we're trying to
NCAA
yeah,
tournament.
we're trying to do that tomorrow.
So yes, yeah, the first one will be Xavier beating UConn, um, and then it's you're going to get all kinds of good stuff.
I like it.
But so I'm excited about that. Let's jump a level to the NBA.
Let's jump a level to the NBA.
This isn't regular NBA conversation. We're not going to talk about, hey, how are the Lakers these days? What do you think about
No.
Luca? No,
This is an all-time performance.
an all-time performance.
A record-setting feat
Hmm.
that has been done by only one other person.
Um, which record are we talking about now?
The amount of points that he scored has only been scored by one other
Oh,
person.
well, yeah, yes.
Yeah,
It
no, no,
was 100, but
it
yeah.
what it's only been scored by one other person
So
in the
the
history.
83 has only been,
Yes,
yes. Okay,
yes,
I got you. I
yeah,
got you.
only one.
Okay. Okay. Um, Bam Adebayo, Miami
One of
Heat.
the, I mean, when you think of scoring machines,
Mhm.
you think of
You think
Bam
of Bam
Adebayo.
Adebayo. Doesn't rebound much, doesn't play much defense, but scoring though,
That's my guy.
here's
83.
he had 83 points, which is second most all time in a game in the NBA, and he can score. He can score. He's actually made himself a not too bad shooter.
Uh-huh.
He can shoot the three,
Hmm.
and boy did he yesterday. Um,
First quarter,
first quarter,
30 points.
31 points. I get the notification on my phone, 31 in the first quarter for Bam. I'm like, let's see what he's doing in the second. Because you hear like so and so had 22 in the first quarter. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then he ends up with 31 for the game.
Yep.
Happens all the time.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, all right, but 31 is an incredible number in any quarter, but the first quarter especially, because then you got all that game to play still. How high can you get?
And how much did you get wore out? It's not
Hmm.
when you become a focal point, it's not easy to keep that energy level going.
Right,
That
right,
takes more out of you than just
for sure.
yeah.
So I turn it on in the second quarter, and almost right away you can see the guys just feeding him. I mean, they're getting him the ball, and they're like, okay, 31 in the first quarter. Let's see how much you can get by halftime.
Hmm.
43 at halftime. All right. Which is, if you think about it, he had 12 points in the second quarter. You're like, what happened? He had a bad second quarter because he had 31 in the first quarter, right? He was on pace for
Take a 12
uh
point quarter any day of the week
yeah,
from
100.
anybody
He was on pace for 124 points
after
after
the
the first
first quarter.
quarter. So so something happened. But 43 at halftime is unheard of too. So halftime, I jump on DraftKings, haven't made a bet in a long time. I put up $5 for him to get 60. I'm like, I don't even know if he's gonna get 60 in this game. He's got 43.
Yeah.
He's gonna slow down.
Well, why not?
They're gonna yeah.
Yeah.
And
What was it? What was it? What was
I
the
think it was plus 115, I want to say.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
115?
For 60
You
points.
only got your money back plus $6 or
I think it
something?
was yeah, I think it was.
So you got like
110, 115.
$7.50 on top of your five, so like 12.50.
Well, no, I thought no, I think it was
Was it 12.50
now now
payout?
now I now I'm not remembering. It might have been that. All right. We'll see how fast this comes up. Anyway, and then I went oh, and then the third quarter started and he scored
Like that's insanely bad odds.
yeah, maybe. Let me because I might be getting that wrong. Anyway, I'm having trouble
It's
with it.
okay. It's
But
okay.
anyway,
It'll come up.
I'm trying to guess how many points he's getting, right?
Hmm.
So I've got it. I watched from the second quarter on the rest of the game. I had it on my phone. I'm also watching another game. I'm watching the Derrick Stroup comedy special, and I've got a fantasy baseball draft going.
Well,
All
oh,
those at the same time.
nice.
All those at the same
I
time.
gotta,
Okay, it's a good night. It was a good night
that's a
last night.
great night.
Um,
Triple
triple
team.
teaming him, and fourth quarter they start triple teaming him. But the Wizards were so it the whole third quarter and the whole fourth quarter, they would just give the ball to Bam, and he would either Nope, sorry, 36. 36 for 43, which is really good shooting the shooting free throws, 83.7%. 36 for 43 from the free throw line.
36 for 43. That's insane.
36 makes and 43 attempts, both records. He was 7 for 22 from the three-point line, which is 31.8%, and that's not that bad, really.
It's not
7
terrible.
for 22 doesn't sound good, but like it's not that bad.
Mhm.
And then 20 of 43 total, 43 field goal attempts as well. So,
Yeah.
so I mean, he shot 46.5% for the game, which is pretty good, especially for shooting that many shots. That's really good, actually.
So I want to hear you're telling us all of that stuff for a reason.
Okay.
Let's hear it because I got a rebuttal.
Okay. Okay, so you already know where I'm going.
Yes.
And here's the thing. I want to now because everybody's so down on how he did this, the perform like where it should actually rank, even though I mean it is the second most points ever scored. But like people want to compare it to like Kobe's 81, which is also a regular season game. Um,
Also a regular season game. Also a game where he force fed a
sure.
lot of shots. Do
Yeah.
you know how many shots Kobe took in his?
No, I don't I
Do
meant
you
to
want me
look
to
all
tell
that
you?
stuff.
You want
Yeah.
me to tell you?
Yeah.
Do you think it was more or less than Bam?
I'm gonna say it was.
It was close. It's
Yeah,
40,
I was gonna say.
46, but it was more.
Yeah, okay,
It
yeah.
was over
Okay.
Bam. How many
For
shots
sure.
Bam took? That's kind of one of my bigger points of it is everybody's because it was Kobe and this is Bam and the
Right.
type of players they are, they're making it like, oh well, he did
Hmm.
the it was so did Kobe when he did hit when he had his. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like Kobe was dishing it and just so happened to get it and was like 28 of 36 that night. The old boy threw up 46 shots. That hurts my arm thinking about putting up 46 shots.
Yeah. Yeah. I need Tommy John surgery just talking about it. Um, so anyway, it's and I yeah, I want to defend this. I want to defend Bam because it is like so many people are talking about, okay, but it was bad basketball. It was
Sure.
bad basketball.
So was Kobe's 81. They
Yeah.
played the worst team in the league in the Raptors in that game,
Yeah.
just like they played the worst team in the Wizards.
Now I think if I remember right, and that's the other thing is this made me want to go back and watch Kobe's 81 point game. And I'm going to do that. I haven't had a chance to since last night, but um, just to see how it compares.
I think he had like 17 in the last like 5 minutes or something. Like it was he was putting up every single shot he could possibly put
Yeah,
up.
because once you get to a certain number, they did the same thing in his very last game in the NBA
Yes, they did.
against the Jazz. It
What did he
was he
score?
had
60?
60. Yeah,
Yeah.
he had 60, and they were trying. But in the third quarter, as this is playing out, I'm like, it's exciting to see this number on the scoreboard in the box score. This is bad.
Yeah. And you would have thought the exact same thing when you were watching Kobe's game, probably.
I'm gonna go back and watch it again.
I'm pretty sure that was bad basketball. If I remember
Probably.
correctly, the 60-point game might have been that was I watched that game and it was awesome because it was Kobe and it was his
Mhm.
last game, but it was ugly, ugly.
Yeah.
And I'm just telling you, it's gonna come down to that. Apparently, the same thing happened when Wilt got his 100. Like they were just the God. So once again, I'm telling you, like it's I hope that people give him the respect he deserves. It's not easy to put that many points up in was it 48 minutes or whatever. So
He played 42 minutes.
42 of the 48 minutes. So it's not easy to put 83 up in 43
Yeah.
minutes of
He
play.
he that was the other thing too, is they were up by a lot. And they kept him in because that was, it was clear what they were trying to do at that point. They kept him in so that he could get as many points as possible.
They were up by 50. Kobe was up by 15 with 2 minutes left, and people talked about that. But even 2 minutes, 15 points in 2 minutes in an NBA game, I've seen that turn around multiple times in my life.
Yeah.
These
Yep.
teams go on a 9-0 run like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. With all the good 3-point shooters now too.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. So anyway, 83 is unbelievable, of course. It's tough because there is, and we're in the culture that everybody wants to find the faults in it and all
Hmm.
that stuff. But I'm in the place where I was like, man, I watched it. It was it was hard to watch.
Yeah.
It was a really bad basketball game to watch. But it was also exciting for the reason that he has the second most points ever.
Hmm.
It was cool to see because he's nobody cares about this, but he's been dating Asia Wilson for a while, who's
Oh,
the best
he,
women's player.
he, that's what he talked about the whole press conference.
Mm-hmm.
She was up there with him.
Yeah.
He talked about her the whole time,
Yeah.
having her with him, having her like, yeah, go for you, but okay.
It was very sweet. I liked that though because they talked about each other.
Mhm.
They have a very nice relationship.
The way she pushes him and the way that they work out together, they do all these things together. Yeah, yeah, good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, and she was there. They were talking about how she wanted to be at the game when he got his 10,000th point recently or something like
Okay.
that, and she couldn't get there or something, and she wanted him to wait. She wanted him to not score his 10,000th point until she get there, but he did. And so she was like really excited that she could be at this one. So she was there. I think she even said like he got to a certain point or something like that, and it was kind of early in the game still, but after maybe it was after the first quarter, she's like, I didn't want to be a distraction, so I went in the back for most of the rest of the game. Like I didn't want him to have to look over or think about
Yep.
anything,
Hmm.
and so that was nice. That was very cool. But anyway, 83 points. I mean, either way you look at it, even if it was however he got it, it was I mean, really more than anything, shame on the Wizards for the way they were playing. I mean,
Yeah.
and they were just, I mean, really bad. Nobody was trying to play good defense. They were just fouling him.
Hmm.
And I don't know
Where? Why? Why? That's my question.
why
Why?
exactly. Um, so anyway, I don't know. You got anything else on this? You got anything else you feel on this?
No, I feel happy for Bam, and I think people need to, everybody wants to put something on the back of it. Yeah, but, yeah, but, yeah,
Mhm.
but. It's just, and like you said, it's kind of where we are in this, the way everything goes. It's like when we're like, yeah, well, we're going to talk about the top 10 players in NBA. Well, he's not. Oh no, but he didn't do this or he did, and you're like talking terrible about
Focusing on the
legit
negative stuff.
one of the greatest basketball players. Like you're talking about Shaq or you're talking about Larry or you're talking about whoever. People are leaving them out of the top five or people get left out of the top 10, and it's like that's a heck of a conversation to be in.
Hmm.
How about we talk about the people that are the good things that everybody. I don't know.
Yeah.
It gets on my nerves.
If
That gets
they're
on,
in the conversation, so we should be talking about how
yeah.
good they were
That
before.
stuff gets on my nerves. Like I'll argue it. Trust me.
Sure.
I will argue till the day. I mean, I love arguing, but I hate usually whenever get into something like that, I catch myself and I'll make some kind of joke in the middle of whoever I'm talking to. Like, you realize we're talking about, Tim Duncan versus Shaq, right?
Yeah.
You realize this is our conversation we're having right now, right?
Yeah.
Like,
We're talking about how bad they were at everything.
Yeah, like, well, Tim Duncan never, he wasn't as big popular wise and was just a fundamental guy. And yeah, unbelievable. Shaq was just so big and he fouled, but yeah, and he was unstoppable. Like these guys were both unstoppable. They're unbelievable.
Yeah.
Anyway, that just, yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, that's my stance, and I'm hoping that we get something from our boy Joe about about how he feels about this.
Yeah.
Um, he made sure that we both knew about it.
Yep.
Mr. Leonard, thank you very much. Make sure we both knew about it last night. I continued to watch USA versus Italy. By the way,
Too bad.
I don't think anybody there, if I'm not mistaken, did I hear that not a single person on the Italian team was born in Italy or has direct
That's
relatives from Italy? I
I
think I heard that. I think maybe
really
my dad said that. He made it sound like nobody was even Italian. I was like, no, that's not it.
just read the
Every
names on the
I
back.
said every name ended in a vowel.
Yeah. Yeah. If it ends in INO or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
yeah.
Outside of like Michael Lorenzen, everybody else, and even Lorenzen sounds a little
Yeah.
Italian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, uh,
But you know what? That's the way the Olympics and basketball are going too.
yep,
I
100%.
I mean, yeah,
Hmm.
you can have I don't know. You can have Luca. That's not a good one. You can have Austin Reeves playing for the South Sudan team or something like that, and like what?
Well, he did 23 and me, and
Yeah,
he's got 1/8% Sudanese.
yeah,
Sudanese?
yeah. He shopped at a South Sudanese convenience store
Yeah.
at some point. All right.
This should be
Yeah,
fun.
it's interesting. Yeah.
This should be fun. Speaking of basketball, we're gonna keep this a lot of basketball today.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore this week is the Mount Rushmore of undefeated, regular season undefeated basketball team, college basketball teams.
Yep. Yep. Division one,
Division one.
because I'm sure there were
Division
division
one. Yeah.
two and three and
And so I was going through this. I could have swore that St. Joe's was undefeated that year when we beat them, but they must have had one
they
loss
must have had one loss.
because they were, I know they were number one in the country when we beat them. I swore because we beat them in the A10 championship, or not in the A10, I think it was semifinals, but we beat them in the A10 tournament in Dayton. I was at that game. I was almost 100% sure they had never lost that year, but
Hmm.
I could be wrong. I not no no no. I take that back. I was wrong.
Apparently, according to the
It's this lady that's trying to like revive his career and like getting on the TikTok and stuff. Out here.
stuff.
Stuff. Delonte West, lady's got this crazy stuff going on, trying to get him like back in the mainstream and like trying to help him out. But then every time she does like these live streams,
Things where somebody will have a camera and see him
hmm
in front of a gas station or something and be
hmm
like Delonte West,
hmm
and he'll he'll talk to him, but and he'll even say like, yeah, man, I'm homeless or
hmm
whatever, and then once in a while you see him in a gym like with
yeah,
old NBA guys or something
hmm
like that, and it's like, oh, okay, maybe he's
good.
doing
Let's get
better.
him going. Yeah,
And then
yeah,
6 months, 8 months later,
right
you
back
see
out.
him another,
Yep.
yeah,
Hate that.
yeah.
Hate that for anybody because you see it a lot. You see it all around, but it doesn't
Mhm.
make it any worse because he's an NBA player. It just makes it, it's just more note because he's more noteworthy and people know who he was. So,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody like that, it kind of, I hate seeing all that. But
I don't
uh,
understand why he doesn't just move in with LeBron's mom.
Oh, apparently that's the reason he got where he was. Apparently that was it.
That's
LeBron
what,
got him kicked out of the NBA.
that's what I hear. Don't mess with his mama. Anyway, St. Joe's.
Uh-huh.
They ended up not being undefeated.
Not being
I
undefeated.
would have believed you. If you told me they were
I
undefeated that
swore
year,
they were
I would have
undefeated.
believed you. But from the list that we saw, who, if you had to pick four of those teams to be on your Mount Rushmore of undefeated NCAA teams, who would it be?
It's tough because I don't really know those couple of the few wooden years that are on there. I know one of those 70 teams had Kareem on it, and that makes it. They not lose a game for like it was something like 4 years straight or something. Maybe it wasn't that long, or they lost 4 games in like 7 years or something
Yeah, something
crazy.
like that.
Yeah, insane. Um, so I'm gonna start off with the 90-91 UNLV team.
Hmm.
That's mostly because of these teams. That was by far my favorite. Like that was a fun team to watch. And I was, 8 years old or something like that at that time, and that was when I was just getting into kind of liking, paying attention to everything going on, and that was pretty cool.
Yep.
And they were unbelievable.
Mhm.
The running Rebels,
Yep.
the running Rebels.
Cherry Tarkanian, coach,
Tark, I
Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, Greg Anthony.
that team.
Hmm.
I still the Grandma Ma years, Larry Johnson, fantastic,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Charlotte Larry Johnson was awesome.
Yeah. Um, God, it's so good, and that's one of my favorite unis too of all time. Those teal and purple with the
Oh,
the
yeah.
teal with the white pinstripe, or
Hmm.
so good. The purple outline, so good. Uh, when it comes to like Phil Wolpert or Lou Rossini at San Francisco and Columbia, I'm not gonna lie to you. Could really care less. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go from Tark and the UNLV running Rebels. Uh, I'm definitely not putting Calipari on there. Didn't they lose in the first round?
Maybe first or second round. Yeah, I
Maybe
think
not
you're
the
right.
first. They would have been number one seed. I think they lost in the second. There's just something about the Gonzaga Bulldogs, and since Mark Few's been there, that makes everything they do pretty special. I think the biggest thing for me is the fact that he stayed and never left.
Hmm.
I think that might be my thing with that Gonzaga team because I always felt very like Xavier was kind of in the same Gonzaga for a while, right? They would always say like in the last 10 years, schools to make the most Sweet 16s, and it was like Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, Gonzaga, and Xavier. And it's like, yeah, you daggone right. We're right there. And for a long time, it felt like we were on that same. Now, obviously, we've been through 5 coaches since since they've still had the one, and the trajectories have 100% not been the same. Don't get me wrong, but it was kind of cool. I always felt very similar to them as the quote unquote mid major back in the day in the early 2000s and stuff like the mid major that nobody ever wanted to face.
Hmm.
Nobody wanted to face Gonzaga. Nobody wanted to face us. So when Mark Few finally he had that undefeated season a couple years ago. I'm going to put him assistant coach for a long time. He was in Xavier's building for a very long time, and as a fan, I would like to think that where he is today has a lot to do with his
Oh,
time at Xavier
sure.
and the people he
Absolutely.
coached under, and some of my favorite teams of all time, some of my favorite players of all time were heavily recruited by Travis Steele. I love his passion for the game. There's something he reminds me so much of Pat Kelsey. It's not even funny
Really?
the way they talk, the way they speak, and the way like. just their tone and their demeanor when they speak, they sound and they just seem
Yeah, a
so
little bit.
similar.
Yeah.
I'm not saying player like I mean Travis Steele, I don't even think played college basketball, but
Mm.
but I'm just saying like the way they speak, the way they sound, their passion, their demeanor, everything reminds me a lot of each other. So I'm gonna go Steele's year this year. I guess I'm gonna go season on the brink, Bobby Knight
Okay.
for number 4.
All right.
So that's my 4, and only because I don't know why. I don't even know because of the show. I don't know why I want to. I don't because of
Was
the
that the season? That wasn't the season on the brink,
75
right?
76 was, wasn't it?
Was it? Oh, I thought it was some season after that.
Didn't they go undefeated that year?
Yeah.
The season on the brink? 75 76. That's the last year Indiana went undefeated.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What am I talking about? No, I'm taking them off.
Okay.
Indiana State is absolutely, absolutely number. Oh, what I'm talking about. Indiana State. I'm going to keep it with Indiana State. I'm going to go Miami, Ohio, Gonzaga, Indiana State, and who was my other one?
That was
Oh,
four, right?
Clark,
Oh
UNLV,
yeah, you want
UNLV.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not going with any of the big dogs. I'm sticking with those.
Okay. All right.
Wow, Larry, how do I forget Larry Bird?
Our our Mount Rushmores are very different on this week.
Whoa. All right, we got to have at least one the same, right? Like
Yeah,
Indiana State's on yours.
of course.
But you're going to take the two Woodens and the two Knights because
No, not the two. I mean, UCLA was on there four times, I think.
they were. I was thinking of the 2 years with Lou Alcindor.
Yeah. Um, 78, 79 Indiana State team. Um, they lost in the national championship game, but yep, they went 29-0 in the regular season. 55, 56 San Francisco.
Okay, tell me who was on that team. Can I guess?
Yeah.
Are they coaching currently?
No. I'll give you a hint. It'll give it away though, unless you want to.
They're not. When was the last year they coached?
Why do you?
I just feel like it's some old guy who became a coach and became more popular for his coaching. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, he did coach,
Oh,
but
is this Jerry West?
no,
No, Jerry West.
he was West
Yeah,
Virginia.
West Virginia. I don't know who is it.
San Francisco. Bill Russell. Bill Russell.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
And they went 25-0 in the regular season and won the national championship that year with Bill Russell, who probably averaged 38
97.
rebounds a game or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. Um, and then I'm gonna go the 72-73 UCLA Bruins, who were 26-0 in the regular season, won the championship, so they were 30 and
Hmm.
0 total. But that specific season, because they won back-to-back championships
Yeah.
and were undefeated
Both
in
years.
back-to-back
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
Those both, that was the two Lou Alcindor years, right?
No, so that was Bill Walton. That
Oh,
was
that was Bill
after,
Walton.
yeah, yeah. 66, 67 had Lou Alcindor on that team. That was an undefeated team. But I'm going 72, 73 because they didn't lose for two straight years,
That's
won
unbelievable.
back-to-back national championships.
Bill Walton, if his knees stay healthy, top 5 player all time in the NBA.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Um, Yeah, they had Jamal Wilkes, Sven Nader. They had some other guys that played for a long time in the NBA too on that team. And then four, I am going to go with the 75-76 Indiana Hoosiers. And that is kind of a similar deal. So they went 27-0 in the regular season.
2 straight years.
They won. Well, they didn't go undefeated.
Well,
Well, yeah, no,
undefeated regular
they
season for 2 straight years,
undefeated.
but they didn't win the
Right,
championship.
right. But they went for those two seasons. They were 63-1
Jeez.
for 2 years. And I think they lost in the Elite Eight that first year, the 74, 75. And then the next year they won.
74, 75, were they at 32? Was there 32 teams then? I don't
Oh,
think there was 64 until
yeah, you
the
might be right.
80s. I don't think it was the end of the 80s,
Yeah,
late 80s, and went to 64.
yeah. And they played less regular season games, a few less regular season games back in the day too.
Yeah.
Um, so anyway, those are my four.
Like it.
Yeah, it's tough because they're all, everybody who's gone through a regular season. I mean, people could argue like the Miami team and the Gonzaga team, they play in small conferences, so they don't play as great. That's the thing about the Gonzaga teams though is they got famous and popular because of the runs they went on in the tournament when they were playing good teams. And then in the last 10 years, they're playing in like the best tournaments, the best early season tournaments.
Hmm.
They're playing against top five teams
Hmm.
twice before they, two or three
Because they
times
have
before they
to. It's
start.
the only time they can
Yeah,
get the experience in for the kids on their team
right.
because their regular season is.
It's the West Coast Conference. They got two or maybe three teams. It's always them in St. Mary's.
Hmm.
Once in a while, like a Santa Clara or somebody like
Yeah,
that. But anyway, but yeah, I love Gonzaga. Alma mater of John Stockton.
that's right.
All right. Let's see. Let's talk about was there an Alabama team? Nope, there was not an Alabama team that went undefeated, but I'll tell you who is from Alabama. Boy, is that a good Derrick Stroup. Um, Derrick Stroup is from
That
Alabama,
was
and
fantastic.
he
When you think Alabama basketball, who's the first person that comes to your mind?
um, their current coach, Nate Oates,
Oh, okay.
I would say.
I was thinking, what's the squeaky voice guy? The squeaky voice, little tiny black dude that used to play
Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson. That's what I think of. Didn't he
Oh, he
coach it?
coached at
Yeah,
Alabama. That's
yeah.
right. That's right. That's right.
It's
Yeah.
first person because wasn't it when he was at Alabama that he had to play with four players?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing I think of
That
when I
was
think of Alabama basketball.
yeah, that was what's his name? Guard in the NBA. Oh shoot. I think he was with the Cavs for a while and he just got traded.
Garland?
Yeah, wasn't it Darius Garland?
Was he on that team?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm terrible with that. I don't watch enough college basketball
I don't
outside of
either.
Xavier
Yeah.
or a little and even like I don't watch the other Big East games. Dude, we talk about this. We've talked about this a million times. We've been doing this for like 7 years now.
That's almost nine, isn't
Is
it?
it not? Okay, 9 years now. We've been doing this for a long time
Yeah.
on this podcast. Back in the day, we would be
Oh yeah.
nerding out right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
Life's different, man. I got I got six kids now. I got,
I rolled in at 10 o'clock from indoor baseball practice. And I pulled in seconds before you got here.
hmm Yep, your
Uh,
lights on your truck were still on when I pulled in. I saw.
yeah.
All right. Anyway, speaking of Alabama basketball, like we were talking about, Derek or
Nostalgic. So
nostalgic.
nostalgic.
hmm Yep, and he was talking about which so many comedians do, but
He does a lot. Like if you go into a lot of his stuff, like this is kind of what he is, who he
yeah,
is. And I love every bit of it.
yeah. And he's right around. He's a couple years younger than us, but
Yep.
right around our age,
Yeah.
so we can relate to a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Everything. Almost everything that he talks about we can relate to.
Yeah.
Like almost everything. The pantsing wasn't a big thing when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
I remember it a little bit,
I mean,
but I was like,
but it was
that was awful.
yeah.
I was,
We got this little kid. We got this kid that I bring on. I let come catch. He's a couple years younger than the boys, but uh, his dad gives some lessons to some of the kids. And his kid's a really really good baseball player. But he'll come and get some reps in with the older boys when we go indoors, and he'll be an extra catcher for me. And like the boys pick him up, turn him upside down, and like take his shoes off after. I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing? You can't bully a little kid like that. He's like, every time we're up to bat, he's behind us as a catcher, and we got to hold on to our pants. He's dropping our pants while we're getting ready to hit. I'm like, we're taking live ABs against dudes throwing 60, 70 mile an hour, and this kid's dropping our pants right before the pitch comes. I was like, all right, it's on him then. I straight up told him, I said, that's on you then, bro. I'm not yelling at him. I had to text his dad, like, hey, I just a heads up. If he tells you that they turned him upside down and took his shoes, old boy's pants and everybody at the plate. So you get what you get, bub. You
yeah.
get what you get. I ain't
Anybody,
messing with.
yeah, anybody who does that deserves whatever they get.
Yeah, you ain't. I can't.
Yeah.
Nah, don't mess with my pants, man. That's
Yeah.
messed up.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, lots of funny. I mean, did you write anything down? I didn't write anything down because I'd have
Mm.
wrote the whole thing down.
Yeah, I started writing some stuff down. To New Yorkers, he sounds like a bowl of gravy.
They sound like a traffic
They
cone.
sound like a traffic cone. The stuff about being a heavy set guy relating to his pregnant wife.
Oh, that was
There was a
so
bunch of
good.
stuff about that.
So good. When he said, uh, the doctor told him he's got 42 acres, and if he pulled him into the middle of it, there'd be deer coming because he'd be like a salt lick. He had some, he's nothing but salt. Oh my God, that was
Yeah.
good.
Does that sound familiar?
What?
You love salt more than
Oh,
anyone I know.
100%. Yeah. As he's talking, I'm like, preach, brother. Today,
You're just like
do
popping
you know?
mouthfuls of salt while you're watching
You
it.
know how irritated I was today? I went to Wendy's and got me a little chicken sandwich, with fries. Spicy Asiago chicken bacon thing. I don't know, it's
I used
delicious.
to get that.
And fries come out and I look at them and I'm like, I hate when somebody just chooses not to put salt on fries.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you people? There's a reason I keep salt packs in my truck. Last pack of salt, one. I only took put one pack of salt on an entire medium fry, and I was like, this is not enough.
Wow.
This is not enough. So I ever tell you how I eat my fries?
I don't remember if you did.
So I take everything out of the bag, take the fries, dump them in the bag,
Uh,
and I put 2 to 3 salt packets in there, shake them up real good, turn the bag on its side, roll it back a little bit so it's a little shallow,
mhm.
and I munch on them that way, and I like drag each one on the bottom just to make sure I get
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
of the salt.
Yeah.
And then at the end, the old lick the finger, lick the
Yeah.
tip of the finger, stick it in there and grab whatever salt's left.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Salt is a dipping sauce for you.
Salt is definitely a dipping sauce. That is very true.
Yeah.
That's true. I tell people all the time, like, I walk through my kitchen, I'll pull garlic salt out or the stuff called gunpowder seasoning or just I've got 500 different season salts, but there's about 5 of them that I'll just pull them out, a little tap, tap in the middle of the hand, lick it, set it on the counter, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'll roll around the house like that all the time. People will be at the house talking to me, and I'll reach up in the cabinet, little tap, tap. They're like, that's disgusting. I'm like, I didn't even know I did that. I'm so sorry. I was just standing by the cabinet. This is what I do when I stand by the cabinet.
That's very good.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, it does sound familiar.
All right. You gave us sidewalk chalk and we got a gravel driveway. Let's see. Oh, I was thinking about you when he was talking about little league coaches. Wait till wait till a woman leaves you. And he's like, I forget what it was. Like a kid got hurt or something like that on a base, and he's like, oh okay, and he he's like, you'll be fine. He's like, look at me, son. What did he say? Never get married
Never.
or something. Like it has nothing to do with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's like the gym teacher. The gym teacher when he's talking about the dodgeballs that we used to use, and
Uh-huh.
he's like, kid gets smoked by the dodgeball. He's flipping on the ground. Guy with the tucked in Jimmy Buffett shirt walks over to him, sneaking a heater real quick, looks at him, goes, bends over to look at him, and says, "You're out, bud. You got to go." Oh my gosh, I'll never forget. I think it was Kevin Conti threw one of those balls and it hit Michelle Phillips in the face.
So this was grade school.
Oh my God. It hit her in the face. And the next day she came in and both her eyes were black. She had
Oh,
2 black eyes. They switched the balls we played. We called it war ball because it was dodgeball, but we put a bowling pin in the back.
yeah.
And if you hit the pin, the game was just over. So you put a girl in front of the pin. She's the pin guarder. You get hit, next one get in front. We'll go. Well, not just that. I mean, some of the girls they had better arms than us. So
Yeah.
like Mary and Kim, they came out like, you're out. Let's go. You're with us. But like, Sarah and some of the others, you just stand against the back wall. Don't get hit. If she gets hit, jump up there. Go get in front. That's how it was. Just how it went. Uh, but anyway, yeah, we switched balls after that. They switched every ball in gym. It was still real pumped up and bouncy, but they were definitely softer. Uh-oh. Little note there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little idea for a possible uh, episode title.
Like
Um, he was talking about he got 2 DUIs in 6 months, and he said, "When I say 6 months, I say it because it sounds better than four."
Bert Kreischer told him the only person I've ever met the story ends that way. Most people blame it on the alcohol. You blame it on the car.
He got
Blame
rid
it on
he
the
got rid of
vehicle.
his car instead of stopping drinking.
I haven't, I haven't driven in 15 years since I got my DUIs. Most people give up drinking. You gave up driving.
That was good. Um,
Just every little thing, right? Like, like I sound like gravy. He just had all those little
mhm.
britches and just it's so
A lot of southern stuff.
clean, right? Can do it all without
Yeah.
that's like, but he's the because he's a wordsmith
Hmm.
and he knows what words are gonna hit. He doesn't need 8 F bombs, you know what I mean? Or 15 N bombs or any like he's just
Hopefully, no N bombs from him.
oh boy, that wouldn't work out good. That'd be the last time we saw him.
Yeah.
You talk about canceled. You get a Southern Alabama boy dropping
That's
one.
right.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Not to say that he probably didn't say it back in the day. I mean, he's
Who knows?
40.
Who knows? Yeah. Yep.
You're listening when you're listening to 3 6 Mafia. You just say the words that they say.
I wonder if he listened to 3 6 Mafia.
Yeah, in the back of the bus.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bark, chicken, chicken, bark, bark, chicken head.
Yeah. I thought you were referring to like your childhood. Somebody
I was saying that
listening to 3 6.
specifically because of the joke. I
You
don't.
did. I forgot. I
Yes,
forgot about
but
that.
at the same time, I was about to say like Ludacris or somebody like that, but in my head, I went to 3 6 Mafia because of his joke.
I got you.
Anyway,
All right. So he
because
had,
I'm always going to go to Ludacris. Do you
you
want to go to
always
the
listen.
Ludacris game with me?
Oh,
You
when
want
is
to?
that?
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta see as long as it's not like during a
To cancel it,
um
reschedule.
I can't reschedule a
Yes,
whole
you can.
AAU tournament.
100%. Call them up. Say Ludacris is playing.
That's fair. They should understand that.
I would
I
think.
just don't know if they
I would
will.
think they wouldn't schedule anything around a Ludacris concert if it was in 150 miles of the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
You have to look up what the date on that is.
We got to get Joe and Trisha to come out to that. I
Okay.
say we get Joe and Trisha, you, Aaron,
Yeah.
go hang out. We go catch a Luda. I think actually it's gonna have to be with like half my baseball team parents because I'm pretty sure they all have already said that they wanted.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So Derek Stroup, we liked him. How much did you like him?
Do you want to go at the same time, or do you think we're gonna be pretty far off?
I think we're gonna be off,
You didn't like
but
him as much as I did, I think.
I'm guessing that.
Okay.
I'm guessing that.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right. I count of three. 1, 2, 3. 4.2.
3.59.
You gave. Hold on a second. Go back to. Go back to. 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Who did we watch 2 weeks ago? Not Cat Williams.
Last week was Sean Murphy.
What'd you give Sean Murphy?
Oh, Marcelo Hernandez,
What'd you give Marcelo Hernandez?
3.1.
No, you gave somebody like a 3.8 not that long ago.
Was that Sean Murphy? It was a 3.6. Oh, 3.68
Maybe that's
for
what I was
Sean
thinking.
Murphy.
What did you give Stroop?
3.59 for
Wow. So
Stroup.
you think Derek Stroop was worse than Sean Murphy?
I mean, not really. Not by much.
Where were you watching Derek Stroop? When did you watch Derek Stroop?
Last night.
During all of the events going on.
Well,
So you're watching a really bad basketball game with
no,
Bam Adebayo, and you're listening to Derek Stroop, and you're like, this basketball game is so terrible. And that's why Derek Stroop got a bad.
no,
You need to watch it when you just something really good happened.
no.
That was a fantastic special.
It was a good special. It was good.
He's hilarious. Like this dude could compete for one of my favorite comics right now.
4.2, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, 4.2. Yeah, I love
We were
that.
definitely off.
Yeah, you were a little higher than I thought you were gonna
I
be.
was thinking
But
3.9, but I switched it, legit switched it as we were talking about the jokes just now. I was like, you know
That's a
what?
big jump.
I was going to keep him under a four because I was like, we make a big deal about fours.
Hmm.
Four's a big deal. And I was like, you know what? This was a big deal. I don't think there was a point where I didn't like a single joke. There wasn't a single joke told where I was like, eh. Every joke was good. I didn't laugh the whole time. I did laugh out loud quite a few times, but I I enjoyed the whole special.
I liked it. I mean, I gave him a 3.59. I could go up to, I'd say a 3.6 probably.
Still not.
No, it was good. I mean, listen, I,
It takes me a second, but
I could.
I'm slow, man. I'm slow.
um, I mean, I have no issue with anybody giving it a four. Um,
Good, because if you did, I'd pants you
mhm.
or drop this thing on you. We didn't do that. We
Um,
did like that. I feel like that was when I was older.
I feel like that was like an Edwards thing.
That's 100% an Edwards thing. The circle with the three fingers down.
Yeah.
If you look down below your waist, you get to punch them. They did anything to be able to punch
Yeah, 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 yeah.
anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Each other.
Yeah, and which meant that they thought it was okay to punch us. I don't want to be. I'm a frail little fella. I told a kid today. I told all the kids all the time, like, stop crying when you get hit. Like when you get hit by a pitch, don't cry. Don't fall on the ground and cry. Like we're 12 and 13 years old now. Like take it, look at him. You can have a tear in your eye, but just look at him and be like, you don't throw hard enough, and walk down to first base. You know what I mean? Or don't say anything. Just look tough and go down. Like just don't. Like come on,
Mm.
kid got kid got hit today, and he goes. That wasn't that bad. I'm gonna need a second. I was like, good for you, bro. I see you trying. I see you trying. Good for you.
Very nice. All right. Well, look, we've completed our episode 364 or something like
Four
that.
minutes late.
4 minutes late.
Sorry.
We gotta get out of here. Um,
Oh, we got to do this, yo. Yes.
yeah.
You've
So
got
I
you've
already
got.
know
Okay, go.
comedy is gonna be Bruce. Um, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. I want to say like I ain't playing or
Yeah.
something like that or
On Netflix.
on
Just came out.
Netflix.
It'll
I
be
ain't
under
playing.
recent. Yeah, I
I
ain't
thought
playing.
it was
It'll be under.
on.
Let Bruce hit
Yeah.
it.
Bruce
Okay.
has been around since
Long time.
1961.
Probably. Blah 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 blah. Um, I am going to go with the Mount Rushmore of. Let's go with the Mount Rushmore of. Okay, so next week we'll be doing this when the tournament's about to start.
Yeah.
So I want to go with the Mount Rushmore of 15 seeds. No, not 15. What's the one? 12, the 12-5. Yeah, the 12 seeds.
Okay.
12-5 winners. Is that a good one? There's at least one 12-5 winner every year. I don't want to do that. Let's go
I
greatest
think there are
four
12 seeds.
greatest 14 seeds of all time.
Okay.
First thing you got to do is find 14 seeds that have won.
Yep.
That should help us out.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to get about 30, maybe 20?
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't even get. Yeah. Yeah. Something like
It's
that.
going to be 20. Got to be 20.
Probably.
All right, so I'm going to go 14.
Well, because you only have 14 seeds since there's been 64 teams in it, right?
True. So, yeah, since somewhere in isn't that wasn't it the 80s when it
What was it? Probably.
something like that?
Probably.
Probably.
Um, okay. 14 seeds. That's all right. 14 seeds. Okay. Bruce. I ain't playing. Mount Rushmore, 14 seeds, which is going to be a directional school.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
1985.
somebody, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Want to say,
Northwest Kennesaw State.
right, right. 85, was that Kansas? Was that Danny Manning in Kansas?
Sure,
Want
that
to say,
sounds good.
maybe?
I love that you definitely would know that. I would not know that. I used to be so good at years and dates and all that stuff, and then not. Yeah, I don't know.
I was never good with years and dates, but
I don't know what I wrote down 5 minutes ago. I have an issue with that. I'll write something down and then I'll get a phone call and I'll be like, oh, I gotta call the office about what I just talked about. And what I wrote down is now it never happened. It never happened. It's gone. That's gone. It might as well blow it off into the wind. It never happened.
It was written with invisible ink.
It was written with invisible ink.
Disappearing ink,
Yeah.
I should
And
say.
then you get the phone call a week later. Hey man, I'm looking for this. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I think.
It's not
Yeah.
there yet.
Yeah. That's
Should have been.
first thing I always say is, as far as I was concerned, I thought that was already in. And then, but I am big on, I'll look back and I'll be like, man, that's on me. That's, it's so bad that one of my customers calls it getting witted.
Oh, I've heard you say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Getting witted. Anyway. All right. So we've got the Mount Rushmore of 14 seeds in the NCAA basketball tournament. That's so bad.
Oh, that'd be good.
And then we have Bruce Bruce. Let Bruce Bruce hit it. What song was that?
Uh, 369 something something something.
Is that Yin Yang Twins? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yin
yeah,
Yang
yeah.
Twins and Little John.
Yeah,
Let
I
Bruce
forget what
Bruce
it's
hit
called.
it. Good call. Yeah. Well done.
Nice.
It's well done. All right. Yeah. So there you go. Don't forget to turn your headlights on.